Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn and welcome to the channel. We have some more reaction content for you and today we are checking out Madison. Madison is a first-person horror experience that takes direct inspiration from the PT Silent Hills demo. Now, other games have tried to do that, but as I was trying to pull information for this game, people have said no. If there's anything that's going to be a spiritual successor to that now lost and locked away demo, unless you're one of the lucky few with a PlayStation 4 that still has us on it, this is going to be the closest that we have seen in terms of trying to get that general feel narrative experience, and that is Madison. Now, there's actually a lot of footage out for this game. I only grabbed two. I grabbed the announcement trailer and the hands-on preview. There is a 10-minute video of gameplay and a 20-minute video of gameplay that are out there as well if you're interested in finding them. Those are really long, and most of the time when you have these hands-on previews, they are more than enough compared to the 10 and 20-minute gameplay showcases. I feel like those are just if you genuinely want more rather than just trying to get the general vibe and experience. The announcement trailer itself is almost 3 minutes long, which is already very considerable. I feel like most trailers sit at the minute-and-a-half mark, so I'll take 3 minutes. I'll take 3 minutes and then a preceding 6. So buckle in and let's check out this spoopy shit. Nosebleed Games? What a name. Has anyone been in a house that has light bulbs actually like that? I've been in some messed up farmhouses and they don't have bulbs just hanging like that. Maybe that's just me though. Oh, God fucking damn it. This is why Athena plays these games. Fuck. Hello?
The attic.
Why would you go back there? Oh, the good, there's more. Something's about to pop out. I can hear it in my left ear. I hate it. No. Why are you still here? Ah, God, fuck you. God damn it. Oh, God, okay. All right.
I gotta get the hell out.
I'm just gonna jump right into the next one. Fuck. What are you taking pictures of, my dude? Oh, shit.
The landscape for video game psychological horror changed forever in 2014 when PT, the interactive teaser for a Silent Hill game that was never made, arrived on the PlayStation Store. Since then, there's been an overwhelming amount of similar games released, ranging from direct clones to the creatively inspired. Fortunately, from what I've seen so far of Madison, the latest horror game in this unnerving lineage has just enough unique ideas to creep terrifyingly into the latter.
I need to find a way out before Dad notices him.
I wonder if
Much
this
like
was
PT,
delayed to the
Madison is a
2021 on there.
first-person
Probably.
psychological
Everything got
horror set
delayed.
within the now familiar surroundings of an oddly designed home, and its rooms tormented by grubby horribleness. You play as Luca, a helpless and terrified protagonist,
Yeah.
exploring his now haunted family home, armed only with a Polaroid camera.
Great.
One of the first things I noticed about Madison is its slavish attention to detail in both the layout and visual design of the environments. The history of Luca's family covers the walls, each one extensively decorated with picture frames, newspaper clippings, and hidden messages. Every room contains drawers and cupboards to rifle through, and potential solutions that will aid in escaping the nightmare. And boy, let me tell you, there is a lot of nightmare fuel.
Yeah, you telling me. Hi. Oh, you're real friendly.
Across 4 hours of
What's
play,
the purpose
which I
of the
believe to be
camera?
roughly
It
half
didn't seem
the
to
game,
do
I
anything.
experienced not only my fair share of demon-based jump scares, but also the consistent sense of dread you've come to expect from the PT-like subgenre. There was never a corner I turned where I wasn't expecting the next haunting flash of something lurking in the dark, even if that moment never came. The general sense of eeriness has been massively achieved by the small Argentinian studio Bloodiest Games.
Argentinian,
particularly
cool.
Madison's smaller moments. The endless audio teases of something lurking unseen in the environment with you.
So you can see the look on their face as they kill you. Perfect.
Despite all this impressive polish and detail though, it can be easy to dismiss Madison as being just another in the long line of identikit psychological horror games that regularly arrive on Steam. Fortunately, Bloodiest Games has a couple of
You know,
ideas
I like
that
how he
hopefully
says that
help
there's
us stand
hordes
out
of
from the
these.
crowd.
I can tell you from
As
having a
mentioned
wife
earlier,
that streams
Luca
these
comes
games
equipped with
borderline
an instant camera,
exclusively
which
that there
works
are
as a
not
device
that
to
many.
reveal elements of the world that can't be seen with the naked eye. For example, a quick snap of a pentagram-like symbol on the wall might reveal hidden clues to a lock puzzle, or even trigger the environment to alter in some way. As my playthrough progressed, the camera's ability broadened to become a device that could even help Luca travel to different time periods. It leaves me excited for whatever creative uses this trusty little camera could have for the rest of the game. But perhaps the most exciting element of the camera is not the puzzle-solving abilities, but how it can be used as a tool to explore the most terrifying areas of the house. You won't be surprised to hear that Madison is full of dark corners and ambiguous shadows, and unfortunately, Luca doesn't own a flashlight. As such, you become reliant on the camera's flash to cut through the darkness.
Oh, God.
There's a fantastic, ongoing sense of dread as you slowly creep around each room, rhythmically flashing your camera to create one
The way he holds
precious second of light,
photographs reminds
and
you of
then
Bioshock.
painfully waiting for
Yeah, the
photograph
positioning
to
of the hand's
develop
very
so you can see
similar.
what's ahead before proceeding. It's a credit to the game that every dark corner feels like it could be concealing the next frightening experience. You're always reaching for that camera, and each click feels in equal parts like a respite and then the start of a new terror as you nervously wait and shake to see what develops. Despite obviously wearing its PT-style psychological horror elements on its sleeve, Madison also appears to share common ground with Resident Evil 7, thanks to some light survival horror elements. The lack of guns means you won't be trying to carefully manage your ammunition count, but Luca does have limited inventory space and you'll regularly stumble upon safes to store your excess equipment in. As you might expect, these safes also have magical properties that transport your items from lockbox to lockbox, akin to the Resident Evil storage boxes of the past. I am, however, unsure that this horror trope is needed though. The inventory management seems largely arbitrary rather than feeling like a vital mechanic, especially since several of your 8 inventory spots are already taken.
I thought this was supposed to be a
primary
hands-on
items that
preview
Luca
and not
just
like
refuses
a
to
review.
deposit.
I should hold on to this. I'd better not lose this.
The resource management in Resident Evil works because you're always forced to consider what items will be most valuable to you in the next room. Do you need to stock up on health, or is ammo more important? This is often the choice between life and death. In Madison though, it basically boils down to which puzzle do you want to solve first, creating busy work for the player without any real risk or reward. Perhaps this changes in the latter half of the game, but during the first hours, I couldn't see any benefit in the system.
Yeah, this is just, this guy went from talking about the game to
Amidst
reviewing
the
it.
overabundance of PT clones, Madison feels like it's doing just enough to stand out from the pack. From what I've seen so far, its sense of space and dread
You also
are up
shouldn't
there with
shake
the best,
Polaroids.
and the way the Polaroid camera connects to the exploration feels like a shrewd move in terms of helping it create its own identity. So much so that I'm now nervously excited to slowly approach Madison's latter game scares, flash my camera, develop the film, and see exactly what's around that next corner. For more on Madison, be sure to check out the official trailers, and for everything else...
Yeah, I didn't care for the direction that his commentary went, that's for damn sure, but in general, the game still looked pretty freaking fantastic. By the way, just as a note, don't shake Polaroids. They're not built to do that. It doesn't help them develop much faster. It'll make them blurry. Just, in fact, move them as little as you can, always, even after they're fully developed. Don't mess with them too much. They're very fragile. It's literally the film itself. Anyway, that aside, that game looks freaky as fuck. And I'm glad that I will likely not be the one that's playing it and instead can watch my wife play it. Because, yeah, that one looks like one that would not sit well with me. Just in general. One of the spookiest experiences I personally have had was in an actual game called Ghost. Oh crap! Hold on, hang on. Ghost. No. Oh god, hold on. Haunt Chaser. That's it. Haunt Chaser. I was about to say Ghost Haunter, and I was like, nope, that's a Pokemon. Haunt Chaser. It's meant to be like a Dead by Daylight clone, but it's really not, and it shouldn't be played that way. But there is a orphanage that you have to get all the way through to get one of your objective items to win the game, and man, that orphanage was awful, and I hated it. I hated it a lot. I didn't like it. Still thinking about it now. Did not like it. The rest of the game was but that orphanage though, woo! They did good on that one. That definitely could have been its own standalone game and just focused on that, and that would have been awful, and I would have hated it. Probably would have still played it, but boy, would I would have hated it. Yeah, and there's a lot of similar vibes between that orphanage that I'm referencing and what I'm seeing in this, so it makes me think that I would absolutely hate this. I know I would not enjoy it. Oh, God. But yeah. So I do have a question for you, which is, how many PT clones exist? Because admittedly, like, I keep a pretty close eye on these, and I don't feel like I've seen that many of them. At least not that are sizable offerings is the word choice that I will go with. I'm sure there are people that have made like 30, 45 minute like demos essentially that are close to like what the PT Silent Hills demo is, but this guy was talking like, oh man, there's fucking hundreds, and I'm like, I can't think of that many genuine ones that feel like they are trying to be spoopy the way the PT Silent Hills demo was. There's some, but not a maddening number of amount where they're like overflowing the coffers of the Steam charts, you know, like I don't feel like that is correct. I feel like this type of experience is difficult. It is not something that is easy to construct, and it is not something that is easy to deliver or things that are easy to deliver consistently. We'll go back to talking about Haunt Chaser. They did a great job in that orphanage. The rest of the game, nowhere close to being anywhere on the level that the orphanage was. And it might have just been that it would be very difficult to continue delivering the suspense, thrilling, anxiety-inducing experience that the orphanage gave me, and trying to build a significantly longer portion of content is harder if you want to maintain that energy. Because, I mean, at a certain point, you start to disconnect because you're like, I'm here, I'm in my office, I'm playing a game, it's fine. And then it starts to like wash itself away if it's not done in a way that keeps on like putting the anxiety bar back up, where you're like, man, that was different and I hate it. I really hate it. You almost can't. And it's really, really difficult. And that's why I think, you know, shorter experiences in this vein are better, especially because like there's AI involved with most of these games, and if you've played games for a while, you start to be able to pick apart the AI and be like, man, I figured out how to cheese this AI. And that will just completely make the game just like all anxiety, stress, fear levels, whoop, right through the floor. And so, I don't know what other ones there genuinely are out there, unless they're like, yeah, Resident Evil 7, it's just like PT Silent Hills. And I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's definitely not. I feel like people talk the same about how, like, Soulsians. Well, I also feel like Soulsians have gotten so washed in terms of what's considered a Soulsian. It's kind of hard to define in a lot of ways, but that's what makes Alien Isolation bad, is the AI learns how you hide. But that's also what makes it such a unique experience, because then it feels like the game is continuously growing, evolving, and learning with you, which continues to maintain that fear, stress, threat level, anxiety in a way that is difficult with some other games. So this game looks like it could be fantastic. It looks like it could be just a stress inducer that makes me just like have a very clenched chest. In fact, I feel a little bit of it right now, even, because I like it sucks. It sucks because you're like, I know it's about to happen. I know it's gonna happen. I know it's fucking goddamn it. Like every time you're just like, I even knew it was coming. And then it's even worse if you don't know it's coming, because then you're not expecting it. You're like, why was that there? So, yeah, I meant bad isn't scary. Yeah, I knew what you meant. But yeah, leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you feel like there's a ton of PT Silent Hills clones? If so, what are they? What are people thinking are PT Silent Hills clones? Genuinely. I would love to know. Otherwise, if you want to keep the conversation elsewhere, two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. Speaking of Discord, we actually have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can watch together live on stream, because we do stream 4 days a week: Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, and I'd love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. We're actually going to go check out another spoopy game. So if you want to catch that video, if you go watch it on the YouTube channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.